All right, let's talk about something that's, well, it's changing the game completely. Cybersecurity in the age of AI, and specifically how AI is being used to build some seriously powerful attack vectors.
So just so you know where we're coming from, this is actually part 2 of a much bigger 15-part overview. All of this is based on a really comprehensive tutorial on AI and cybersecurity from Virtualization Options LLC. We're going to be zeroing in on Chapter 2, which is all about the attack vectors.
Okay, let's just chew on this for a second. What does a cyber attack even look like when the attacker can think, learn, and adapt, in real time? This isn't just about making old attacks faster. We're talking about an opponent that can literally strategize as it goes. So what does that mean for us?
It means we're looking at a whole new breed of attack. This is a total paradigm shift. We're not just talking about a simple upgrade here. This is a fundamental change in how attacks work. The scale, the smarts, the whole shebang.
And this is where you can really see the difference. Think about traditional attacks, right? They're predictable. They rely on patterns, on signatures. It's kind of like having one key for a bunch of locks. Once you find that key, you can block it. Easy. But AI-enhanced attacks? Whoa. They adapt, they generate brand new, unique variants on the fly to get around whatever defenses you have. It's not a key, it's a master locksmith that can pick any lock it finds.
So, where does it all start? Well, way before the actual attack, we're talking about the prep work, the reconnaissance and delivery. And this is where AI is already giving attackers a huge leg up. It automates all that tedious homework that used to take teams of people weeks, maybe even months to do.
And you can really break this down into what's called the AI attack lifecycle. Think of it as our roadmap for the next few minutes. We've got 5 stages: reconnaissance, weaponization, delivery, exploitation, and then post-exploitation. And spoiler alert, AI is all over every single one of these steps.
First up is reconnaissance. This is basically the intelligence gathering phase. But forget about a guy in a hoodie scrolling through social media. We're talking about AI systems just churning through enormous public datasets. I mean everything, to build these incredibly detailed profiles and attack blueprints on their targets.
And just look at how deep this goes. You've got machine learning pulling in all this OSINT. That's open source intelligence, basically public info. Then you have NLP, natural language processing, that can read through websites and figure out entire company org charts. It can even use sentiment analysis to pinpoint, say, disgruntled employees who might be an easy target. And computer vision can analyze photos online to map out a building security layout. It's wild.
Okay, so the AI has done its homework. Now what? Now we're at the crafting and sending phase, weaponization and delivery. This is where the AI takes all that intel and creates a customized attack tool, and then optimizes how it's delivered to sneak right past security filters and trick its target.
And this is where things get, frankly, a little scary. We're talking generative networks that can create phishing content so convincing you'd swear it was from your boss. Then, machine learning models test thousands of different versions to see what gets past your email security. To top it off, reinforcement learning can even figure out the perfect time to send it, right when you're most likely to click. It's hyper-personalized and hyper-effective.
So, the prep work is done. The weapon has been delivered. Now we get to the main event, the breach, the intelligent intrusion. This is about what happens when that AI gets a foothold inside the network.
Next up, exploitation. This is the break-in itself. Think of it this way. AI tools are now smart enough to probe a network, find vulnerabilities all on their own, and then, and this is the crazy part, generate completely novel code to exploit that weakness. Code that's never been seen before, which means those signature-based defenses are completely blind to it.
But for my money, the most alarming part is what comes after the break-in. This is post-exploitation. Once that AI is inside, it's not waiting for a human to tell it what to do. It becomes autonomous. It starts moving through the network, totally on its own, looking for valuable stuff with incredible stealth and efficiency.
And the source tutorial we're pulling from puts it perfectly. It says, this stuff dramatically reduces detection windows and increases the potential for catastrophic breaches. And that's the key, right? It just collapses the timeline. What used to take days for an attacker to do now takes minutes or even seconds.
So what does this actually look like in practice? Well, you've got an AI moving laterally, that is, from one machine to another. It's harvesting credentials, using machine learning to figure out how to escalate its privileges, all while keeping communication with its command and control server to an absolute minimum. It's quiet, it's smart, and it's incredibly hard to detect.
Okay, let's zoom out for a second. Let's talk about the AI attack advantage. Because this isn't science fiction anymore. This is the new reality. This is what defenders are up against right now.
When you boil it all down, it comes down to 3 huge technical advantages. First, automated vulnerability discovery. We're talking about finding flaws in hours instead of months. Second, adaptive payload generation. You're not fighting one piece of malware, you're fighting a million unique versions of it. And third, intelligent target selection. The AI isn't just randomly poking around. It knows exactly what the most valuable target is and the easiest way to get there.
And that brings us to the big, flashing, neon sign question we have to ask ourselves. The bad guys now have attacks that can learn and adapt on the fly. So how in the world are our defenses supposed to evolve to keep pace? Because one thing's for sure, the old playbook, it's just not going to cut it anymore.